Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought I would share my journal lineup for 2020. But first, I want to kind of share my journaling style and what I've been using for 2019. So let's quickly get started. So I am using basically 3 different notebooks. They are all grid notebooks as my journals. I really like grid notebooks just because they allow for a lot of freedom for decorating. You get a lot of space to write. So let me first talk about the different sizes that I have. This one right here, I have a Kikki.K leather organizer, and actually it's meant to be one of those travel organizers, but I've been putting A6 notebooks inside. They fit really well. It's kind of like the Giglio, the trifold. It doesn't have the back pocket though, but inside it's pretty similar. So let me kind of show you what that looks like. So as you can see here, you do have some pockets. You have this one larger pocket. I just put a couple of clips, some page markers in there. These are from Purpose Papery. This one is a freebie from, I think it's Grumpy Bear Studio, and I just made it out of vellum, and it's a pocket. I just put some ephemera inside that I want to use in my journal. And this is a clip from Ohana Story. I just have some cards here, mainly just for decoration, but you do have plenty of card slots and pockets for other storage. You have a pen loop, and when you get it, it actually comes with a notepad slotted in here, but I took it out and I put the Midori, the MD paper notebook. So the one I have is the grid one. It just looks like this. And there's nothing else inside of it apart from the grid. And as you can see, I've been using it, and I do plan on finishing the book out before I move into a new one. But I just have a couple of stickers. These 2 are from Hello Paper Cat, and this one is from Lovely Mine. I do have a new one right here, and I can kind of show you what it looks like when it's brand new. So this is what it comes with. I ordered mine from Amazon. So it just has this little sleeve on the top here that you can remove. And it also comes with the label. So once you're done your journal, you can archive it and just put the start to finish date and the volume. So it does come with a little page marker right here. Just only one though. And then the whole entire thing is grid. They do have another version that has a line split, which splits down the middle, and they do have just a regular lined and blank version too. But this paper is quite thick. You can paint on it, I think. I haven't tried it, but it is thicker than the Hobonichi paper and also the Leuchttrum paper. So inside this particular journal, I use it as my memory journal. So I'm not going to show you mine because it has a lot of personal photos and pictures of other people. So yeah, I just used a bunch of colored pens, some ephemera, washi, stickers, and that kind of stuff, along with my personal photos in there just to journal about my favorite moments of the year. Now in this size is the A5 size, and you might be familiar with this notebook. It's the Leuchttrum1917 notebook. It's quite popular with bullet journalers. And it just has a dot grid in it. I really like this paper. It's really thick, but not too thick. It's not as thick as the MD paper. I like it because it holds ink really well. It doesn't bleed through, and I really like it because of its hardcover. I prefer hardcover for my journals just because I think it makes it last longer, and for me journals are a keepsake item, so I do want to keep it for years to come. As you can see, as I use it, I kind of tab them off. So I've been using it since May, so I've been using this one as a kind of collections almost. It has things like my goals and reflection in it. So every month, at the beginning of the month, I will write out my goals, and then at the end of the month, I will do a little reflection on everything. Again, I'm not going to flip through this one just because I find that goals are really personal to me, and it's just something I do want to keep a little bit more private, but I do a little bit of decoration. This is from Hello Paper Cat. So since I only use it at the beginning and the end of the month, I don't think that I'm going to get through this book that quickly, which is great. It means that I can have a lot of months in one notebook. So in this particular one, I use as my everyday journal. It's my morning journal, and this cover is from Kikki.K. It's part of the Own Your Story collection, and what this is the A5 Compendium. So it actually zips up, but because my journal is so thick, it doesn't right now. But that's what it looks like. It has a nice cream exterior, and it's a little bit plain on the other side. But when you open it up, it has a lot of space for you know, you have a pen loop, and then you have a lot of space to put stickers, your washi samples, and your ephemera. So I really like that. So in mine, I just have a couple of these Grumpy Bear sticker pouches that I made. They are a freebie on her website. I'm not sure if they're still there, but I just put my date covers in here that I use in my journal. This is a bookmark from Hello Paper Cat. And then I have a washi sample here of various washi. And then this is a old gift card with more washi on top of it. And then I just have my date, or my monthly dates on here. I have a clip and some page flags, and then this is a little pouch from Van Sticky. And I just put the pictures that I like to use in my journal. So this clip up top here is from Glimmer and Glam Co. And then what I do is I use these tabs every month just to section them off. And I've been using this particular journal since May, so every day since May. So the first thing that I do every morning is I whip this out and I just pick a pen color and I write. And it can be as short as a paragraph or as long as I want it to be. What I found with journals that are only for a day per page is that I normally don't have enough space to write. There are some days where it was fine, but on some days I wanted to write a little bit more and I didn't have the space. So I moved into this system, and I found that because it's just grid inside, I can write as much as I want. I can write pages and pages if I feel like it. So as you can see, mine is getting quite chunky. I've been using it since May, and I do plan on finishing it out before I move into a new one. So this is the purple Leuchttrum. The other one I showed you is the berry. And then I do have a new one ready to go because I really love this system. So this is a yellow one that I recently got, and I did already kind of sticker it. This is from Hello Paper Cat, and that's just a Rilakkuma one. So it just comes like this. You can remove the packaging. And inside is just your nice dot grid, and then you do have the two page markers. So because it's an A5 size, I find that I can decorate as much as I want, put washi, stickers, whatever I want. And I do have a lot of space to write, and that was one of the big things for me. If you don't know, I'm an author, so I really do like to write. And especially when it comes to more of like my personal life, I do like to document the little things that happen. So I can put things about my family, my dog, anything that's even work related goes into here. It's basically anything that's on my mind that I just want to get out of my head. I put it in this journal. So this is a really nice kind of keepsake item for me. I really like the hardcover. Like I said, it just keeps everything together, and because it comes in so many different colors, I can just switch them out with the covers that I have, and it makes for a really nice item to keep at the end of the year. For next year, I won't be using this cover anymore. I won't be using the MD notebook. I do have something else that I'm going to be using. But this is going to be my 2020 journal. Once I finish out this one, I'm just going to switch out the purple cover for the yellow, but I'm going to be using this compendium cover. So this is going to be my 2020 daily journal. I am going to keep the same style, so just a little bit of washi and some pictures as my deco, and most of it is going to be pen. So that system has been working great for me, and I'm definitely going to be continuing that. But this year I am going to be switching things up a little bit, and what I've decided to do is get a Hobonichi. But instead of using the actual Techos, I'm going to be using the grid notebooks. If you watched my Hobonichi video, you can see my unboxing of it. So this is the plain grid notebook, and it's basically just plain grid. There are different color grids in here, so there is the blue, the green, the purple, and the pink. So this allows you to kind of divide the notebook up if you want to, if you're going to use it for different subjects. I'm not going to use it that way. I'm just going to use it as my memory journal. So I'm going to put my personal photos here that I print out and just journal about my personal life. So this is what I've done so far with my journal. I've kind of washified the interior a bit using some Simply Gilded washi and Wonton in a Million washi. I do have some die cuts here, and these are from the Powder World. This clip is from Once More with Love, and I do have this Sailor Moon card, but I use it to cut washi. And this is the Hobonichi pen. I do have the Senka pencil board that came out this year from Hobonichi, and this little page marker, it's a magnetic page marker. It's from Kikki.K. So I did do washi for the back and the front, so that's kind of what it looks like. And these pockets will fill up organically with the pictures that I want to be putting inside. I do have a journaling card from Kikki.K, and I just kind of stuck it down with some Simply Gilded washi. So this is going to replace my 2019 memory journal. I do like the smaller size for this particular one, just because a lot of the events I do talk about more in detail in my daily journal, but because I do tend to do this every week or so after I print out the pictures, I don't want to be repeating myself too much. So those are my two that I have here. And this is something new that I'm introducing into my system. This is also from Hobonichi. And this is just the A5 version of the plain grid. And for this particular notebook, what I want to do is I wanted a place where I can write things like quotes, things I read that I want to remember, but are not really tied to a specific personal memory like these ones would be. This is just things that I come across, like, or kind of like an inspiration book almost. So anything that I find that I want to remember will go in here. So what I've done is I have kind of decorated again. This is a journaling card from Kikki.K. I just stuck it down with some more Simply Gilded washi. I do have some page flags here. I think for this particular book I may be using the 4 different parts. I'm thinking maybe one for quotes and one for inspiration and things like that, but I'm not sure yet. This is just a pack of sticky notes. And then I do have some vellum stickers in here, and that's what I'm mainly going to be using in this journal. So this is kind of what it looks like. These stickers are very, very thin. So I like using them on the Hobonichi paper because it's not going to bulk it up very much. So as you can see, here I started to lay them down, and then I'll be journaling around them. So this is kind of how I'm going to be journaling. Since these stickers are so thin, it's not going to make my journal too chunky. I also have some memo pads like that too. So this is from Hobonichi as well. It's the gray and hot pink pencil board. in the A5 size. And at the back, I do just have another Kikki.K journaling card with some Simply Gilded washi. In here, I do have some Kikki.K note paper, just so if I want to make a little note before I put it in here. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll write on the memo pad and then just stick it in here for some added decoration. But since this is a new addition to my lineup, I'm not really sure how this is going to pan out. I've never had like an inspiration quote notebook before, but I'm hoping that this is going to be something that I can reference and look back on fondly when the year is done. So that is my 2020 journal lineup. I'm definitely looking forward to getting into these guys, and maybe once the year is halfway through, I will kind of do a little flip through. So thanks so much for watching, guys. If you are more of a planner girl, I am going to be sharing my 2020 planner lineup very soon, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So you'll get notified when that video goes live. So that's it for me, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!